I remember getting baptized. I don't know if you did the same thing. I got baptized.
When I was 12.
I got baptized at 13. I was a late bloomer in the church. And baptism like washes away all your sins. So I remember being like, okay,
and we believe in ablution, which is full submersion under the water and then back up.
Yeah,
none of this sprinkle shit.
Yeah,
right.
That's when people are going to hell.
We're like, you got to get baptized like a soggy bottom boy.
Right.
That's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
So I remember like I was like, okay, when I get baptized, you got to get baptized so you don't go to hell.
Yeah.
When you're like 12.
Because once you know the difference between right and wrong, if you die, you can go to hell.
Right.
So you got to get baptized like pretty much immediately.
Right.
And it's all these loopholes. Like if you were driving to get baptized and like you died, like God would be like, sorry, you get raped by the devil forever. So I was like, I was like, okay, baptism, that's a clean shot. So I'm gonna like just for 2 weeks, I'm just gonna get all the cum out, and I'll just never jack off again.
You acted like you were declaring bankruptcy.
Yeah, basically, I was like, I gotta spend some assets.
You were like, I still got some credit.
I was like, honey, that condo in the Cayman Islands, sell it, put it offshore. You know that cum in Jamaica we have? We gotta get rid of it. I'm burying cum in like jars in my backyard.
Putting cum in the vents.
Shell Corp cum. So you racked up 2 weeks of hardcore.
So I did that thing you would do as a 12-year-old sometimes, where you just beat your own dick up, like it's like red and inflamed and shit. And then I went. And then it was finally, it was the middle of the night, and I remember I went, and I was like tossing and turning. I go, okay. I'm like, I think I tried to beat off. I was like, okay, I can't beat off anymore. And I was like, okay, I need to get baptized or I'll go to hell, like right now if I die. And I went to, I woke my mom and dad up, and it was like 2 a.m. I was like, I think I want to get baptized. And they're like, okay, all right. Fucking calm the fuck down.
Like also take a bath.
Yeah, take a breath. Also, you smell like sour cream and onion chips. And when you walked in, you looked like Powder from the movie Powder. Yeah, you got out of bed and you left a cicada shell of cum that looked like your body in the bed. And then and then we went the next morning, and I got dunked underwater. I was like, okay, clean slate. And I think I made it 2 weeks, and literally like my balls were like engorged. Because you're 13 years old. I was like, my balls were like, fucking looked like Beau is Afraid. And I was like, I think my dick's going to explode or something.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to start coming out of my ass. And I remember that
like as you're getting baptized, you're jacking off underwater.
Yeah.
You immediately start jacking off.
I'm like, until I'm above water, it doesn't count. In that big fucking master's caddy outfit they baptize you in.
Yeah, they put you in a big something you'd like boil crawdads, like you'd wear to. I don't know. It was strange. It was a big rubber like poncho.
To get baptized then?
Well, they got to baptize biggins in
So
the tub.
weird.
Yeah.
So they have, like an XXXL rubber suit. It's very strange.
I got baptized once, but then later on, my mom just told me it was my dad trying to drown me.
Dad got drunk and thought you were the cat.
He got a little angry.
So anyway, I remember my first jack back. Post-baptism.
Wow, interesting.
And it really did feel like the long weekend. Like I was staring down the bottom of a glass, and I go, well, here's to nothing. Just started jacking off
because you're white knuckling being a human being.
I was like, I need AA for jacking off.
Yeah.
And then you had no one in your life who was like, hey, this is normal just to like have a biological urge to come.
Right.
This isn't coded in your DNA.
No.
You can't beat this.
No.
Stop hating yourself for being a human being.
Yeah, because it was everybody, you go to church, everybody be like, and none of us have ever jacked off. And then, like, their hands are covered in cum. And I also remember as a kid, somebody made a joke at school where they're like, if you jack off, you'll grow hair on your palms. And I mean, it's just like pubes.
Yeah.
So I literally thought if I kept jacking off, I would grow like hairy wolf hands. And
then everyone would know.
Yeah.
And shit. Yeah.
Everybody would be like, this is the only guy who's ever jacked off.
Right.
Right.
I had weird, like, since no one told us anything, I was like, well, fuck. I remember, like, jacking off, like, in the shower once. And I was like, ah, shit. I was like, but we have, like, a sister. What if I was like, what if the cum like touches her foot
and she gets like an incest baby or something?
Yeah, because I'm like, what if it doesn't all go down the drain and then like it dries and then like 4 days later she takes a shower and it touches her foot and then she's pregnant.
You thought getting pregnant was like how a superhero gets his powers. Like you fall in cum.
Yeah, like what if I come on a bug and then and then a spider eats that bug and then it has my cum in its belly and then it bites my sister and then everybody knows I jacked off once.
So you're in the shower and you're having to like you squish cum down the drain with your foot. Having to like stomp it in like it's a cheese grater you're cleaning.
Putting salt on it like they're snails.
Yeah, I would put shampoo on it to kill the sperm.
Yeah,
what I thought.
I remember when I found out my uncle was gay, who I hung out with like all the time. That I didn't know anything, so I thought being gay like they all had AIDS.
Right.
So I remember after a long day when I remember I'd washed my hands and everything, but I was like jacking off and I was like, but I did touch my uncle today, and I was like, did I give myself AIDS?
For the next week, you walked around in that Philadelphia hat, that big scarf. Just like, I was broken, battered, I was dying of AIDS.
Yeah, just singing Bruce Springsteen to myself.
Getting fucked in my ass.
Nothing more necessary for a young boy than to jack off, truly.
Oh, for sure.
Truly,
Couldn't recommend it enough to any of the kids listening.
Yeah,
you gotta try it at home.
Any 12-year-olds listening to the podcast, only jack off.
Yeah, that's all you should be doing.
This is the time you really get to make a fucking meal of it.
Yep.
So do it now.
And the cums are way better.
Yeah, now it's like I got to do my taxes first. I got to go talk to this accountant.
Yeah. I get these like numb cums now. It's like I would kill to go back to the old cums. The kid cums.
Oh, the kid cums are insane. Kid cums, I thought I was losing spinal fluid.
It was
during
unbelievable.
Yeah,
it was unbelievable how hard you came.
Yeah. It was like a BB gun. Like you'd hit the like ceilings. I think I remember hitting the ceiling a couple times.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
You'd like come and be like Marty McFly at the beginning of Back to the Future.
Just getting blown back.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's just like sometimes I jack off. I'm like, did I even come?
Yeah, I have no clue.
I don't know. Did I fake it for myself?
I'll jack off and the cum will come out like an hour later.
An hour later.
Yeah. While you're making eggs, you could feel it slide out of your penis. Yeah.
It's like a DoorDash delivery. You jack off and you look at your smartwatch and it says like, your cum will be here in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And you go, all right, whatever,
Yeah,
fuck it."
it's a Domino's pizza tracker. Like, all right, so it's in the base of my urethra right now. There's a Chinese guy picking up my cum to take it out.
In 5th grade, the teacher had to tell my mom to start buying me a certain oil for my hands because
it was covered in cum.
It was covered in so much cum.
Right, she's like, have him bathe in motor oil to clean it off.
In 5th grade, I had no idea what cum or like what my penis even was.
Well, because when you first start jacking off, nothing comes out. So you're like,
yeah,
you freak out, but then at the same time, you're like, there is no cleanup. This is kind of like I miss those days. No cleanup when you just came air.
Yeah, it's like having a hotel room versus being in your home.
Yeah.
No cleanup.
Yeah.
I remember the first time cum coming out. I'm like, I broke it. I broke my pee-pee.
Yeah.
It exploded.
I exploded my pee-pee.
I remember like my friends would be like, no, I came. It's like, it's like all like milky and weird looking. And I was like, fuck, mine was like all clear for a while. I remember like having moments where I would just stare at myself in the mirror like fucking Johnny Cash and Walk the Line or whatever, like hitting myself like, come on! You gotta come! I was like, even your fucking Korean friends are jizzing. They're telling you they got these milky loads. The fuck is wrong with you?
You come clear and then you just rip your sink out of your well. God damn it, June, I can't do it.
Yeah, Devin thinks his family name is on the line.
Yeah. No, I really
He's
did.
like, think of your lineage. God damn it.
Ooh, man, I was stressed. You were stressed out back then.
Did you guys have any... The reason why I had to get special oil for my hands, whatever it was, I don't know what it was because I'd wash my hands so much they would bleed. They would scab and then bleed and blood would go everywhere. And I was getting like blood on my desk.
No, I mean, I think if anything, like my hygiene was not up to par back then. I don't think I was washing my hands enough.
Why were you washing my hands were covered in other people's blood because I never washed it off.
Yeah.
I wonder what that was.
I think that's just like OCD, like an anxiety disorder type of thing.
So I had that when I was like 10?
Yeah, you were just dealing with like unbelievable stress and it was coming out, You're turning into like somebody from the Master.
Yeah, you just had OCD basically.
I didn't know you could like at 10 be like monk,
Well, it's because you're
like Tony Shalhoub or something.
parents. You guys were indoctrinated into a weird.
Yeah.
It had something to do with it for sure.
We believed like a Pee-wee torture land was real, and we would go to it for jacking off.
Yeah.
So it makes sense you were rubbing bones out in the sink.
Jace was like putting cum in a safety deposit box because he was afraid of getting baptized and never coming again. Like
he goes to the bank.
It's like a key.
Yeah, like casino. I'm like, this is your cum. You safeguard this cum.
You go in the room, safety deposit box, you open it, and there's just lotion and tissues in
Yeah.
there.
And then you try and shove it back into your balls so you could come again.
Yeah, I'm mailing cum to my uncle upstate over state lines. I'm like, don't open it. Keep it somewhere safe. I'm gonna come to you. I'm gonna ask for this one day. Keep it safe. No, I mean, I remember because I to not get caught, I would jack off through my pants. I only gave myself OTP HJs, and it fucked my dick up. My dick to this day, my dick to this day could go like if I'm hard, go flat like across my thigh.
So you just kind of put like a rolling pin it?
I learned I didn't know how to jack off, so I still to this day jack off like overhand like that.
You do this?
I jack off like I'm mentally retarded.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding.
You jack off like a prisoner eating. And they hold the fork all retarded.
I know. Dude, I jack off like I'm eating mac and cheese out of a pot I cooked it in. I know, it's fucked up. I can't do it any other way. I can't do it any other way, dude.
You really have never tried other way?
I didn't know.
Wow.
I've tried as an adult. I'm like, okay, it's time to put childish things away, and I've tried to throw it underhand. I'm like, this is
man. That's crazy.
It feels like throwing a baseball left-handed. I'm like, I can't do it.
Sure.
You jack off southpaw.
And I do.
That's crazy.
I jack off southpaw and upside down. It's insane. And so now my dick can like fully hard just bend this way like a fucking hinge.
Wow. I've legitimately never heard of anyone doing that.
I know, it's really fucked up.
Do you do it with the left hand as well?
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
I don't know. I think maybe when I'm jacking off, sometimes I've done that like overhand for a second because it makes it kind of feel longer or bigger or something. Or
I just get it, and I just work the tip, just like
you
that.
just work the tip, really?
Yeah.
I do this.
Like you're taking somebody's. You do under the legs.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Is that the And One mixtape jacking off?
I learned that from Bob Burnquist.
Yeah.
Yeah, you learned that from the professor.